In the world of accounting software, two names often come up in discussions, particularly for small to medium-sized businesses: FreshBooks and QuickBooks. FreshBooks is celebrated for its intuitive invoicing and time-tracking features, making it a favorite among freelancers and service-based businesses. QuickBooks, on the other hand, particularly QuickBooks Online, is a more comprehensive accounting powerhouse, offering robust features for everything from payroll to inventory management. Given their distinct strengths, a common and very practical question arises for many businesses. Does FreshBooks integrate with QuickBooks? The answer is a nuanced yes, but with some considerations. While FreshBooks and QuickBooks are both leaders in their respective areas, they are direct competitors. This means they don't offer a direct, built-in, seamless integration often found between complementary tools from the same software ecosystem. However, that doesn't mean you can't get them to work together. The key lies in leveraging third-party integration tools and understanding the type of data you want to transfer. Let's break down how this integration typically works and why a business might even want to connect these two distinct platforms. Why integrate FreshBooks and QuickBooks? Before diving into the how, let's consider the why. You might find yourself in a situation where you started with FreshBooks for its simplicity. Many freelancers or new businesses begin with FreshBooks because its invoicing and expense tracking are incredibly straightforward. As the business grows, they might find they need the more advanced accounting features offered by QuickBooks, such as deeper financial reporting, payroll, or more complex inventory management. Different departments use different tools. Perhaps your sales team or project managers love FreshBooks for quick invoicing and tracking billable hours, but your finance department relies on QuickBooks for its comprehensive bookkeeping capabilities. Specific feature preference. You might simply prefer FreshBooks' user experience for invoicing and time tracking, but need QuickBooks for its robust general ledger and tax preparation features. In these scenarios, manual data entry between the two systems becomes tedious, error-prone, and a huge time sink. This is where integration comes into play. How does FreshBooks integrate with QuickBooks? Since there isn't a native, direct button within FreshBooks or QuickBooks to connect them in a fully automated, real-time fashion, the integration typically relies on third-party connectors or data migration services. Here are the primary methods. Third-party integration platforms, e.g., Zapier, Skyvia. OneSauce. This is the most common and flexible way to integrate FreshBooks with QuickBooks Online, and sometimes QuickBooks Desktop via cloud connectors. These platforms act as a bridge, allowing you to set up zaps, in Zapier's terminology, or automated workflows between the two applications. How it works. You create rules that say, when X happens in FreshBooks, do Y in QuickBooks. For example, when a new client is created in FreshBooks, create a new customer in QuickBooks Online. When a new invoice is created in FreshBooks, create an invoice in QuickBooks Online. When an expense is logged in FreshBooks, create an expense in QuickBooks Online. Benefits. These tools offer a wide range of customization options for mapping data fields, setting up conditions, and choosing the direction of data flow, one-way or two-way sync. They automate repetitive data entry, saving significant time and reducing errors. Considerations. While often no-code, setting up these integrations still requires careful planning and testing to ensure data accuracy and proper mapping of accounts. There might be a subscription cost associated with these third-party platforms, depending on the volume of tasks or the complexity of the integration. Data export/import, manual or assisted. This method involves exporting data from FreshBooks, usually in a CSV or Excel format, and then importing it into QuickBooks. How it works. Manual. You go into FreshBooks, generate a report, e.g., all invoices for a month, export it, then log into QuickBooks and use its import function to bring that data in. This requires careful formatting of the export file to match QuickBooks import requirements. Assisted migration services. For larger historical data transfers, many accounting migration services like MMC Convert or Relokia specialize in moving data from one accounting system to another. They handle the complex mapping and data cleanup to ensure a smooth transition. Benefits. This is a good option for a one-time data transfer, or if you only need to move specific data periodically. Assisted services are excellent for migrating a complete historical record when you're making a full switch from FreshBooks to QuickBooks. Considerations: manual export/import is prone to errors, time-consuming for ongoing synchronization, and doesn't provide real-time updates. Assisted migration services come with a cost, but they save immense effort and ensure data integrity. Key data points for integration. When setting up any integration, you'll typically want to synchronize core accounting data. Clients/customers. Ensuring consistent client records in both systems. Invoices. Transferring invoice details, line items, and payment statuses. Expenses. Syncing business expenses for accurate financial tracking. Payments. Recording payments made against invoices. Time entries. If you track time in FreshBooks and bill based on it, you'll want this to flow into QuickBooks. Expert advice on integration. As an accounting software expert, my advice would be to define your needs clearly. Before attempting any integration, clearly outline why you need the integration and what data needs to flow between the systems. A common mistake is trying to sync everything when only certain key data points are truly necessary for your workflow. Understand data mapping. The most critical part of any integration is ensuring that fields in FreshBooks correctly map to corresponding fields in QuickBooks. For example, knowing that client name in FreshBooks should go to customer name in QuickBooks. Mismapping can lead to corrupted data. Test thoroughly. Never assume an integration will work perfectly from the get-go. Set up a few test transactions or records in FreshBooks and observe how they flow into QuickBooks. Check for accuracy and completeness. Consider the long-term strategy. If you find yourself consistently needing to push a lot of data between FreshBooks and QuickBooks, it might be a sign that one system is no longer fully meeting your needs. At some point, you might consider migrating entirely to one platform that offers the comprehensive functionality you require, rather than relying on complex integrations. Consult with a professional. For complex business needs or large-scale data migrations, engaging with an accounting professional or a QuickBooks Pro advisor who has experience with integrations can save you a lot of headaches and ensure your financial data remains accurate and compliant. While FreshBooks and QuickBooks don't offer a direct, out-of-the-box integration, they can certainly be made to work together effectively through the use of third-party integration platforms or careful data migration strategies.